Hi everybody, I'm Gary Williams and welcome to Toolbarn.com's Barn Banter. Hey, today on Barn Banter, things are looking up. I mean, literally looking up, because we're going to talk about roofing. We're going to show you a great nailer, we're going to talk about safety, and we're going to show you a tool that might just help a really tough part of the roofing job a little bit easier and save a little back strain. First, let me give you some ideas about tearing down that old roof. That's a part of the roofing job that's really a pain, sometimes literally. When you're roofing a house and you've got to tear a single layer of old shingles off, you may have to tear, let's say, 1,500 square feet of shingles off. The weight for those 1,500 square feet of shingles, if there's only one row of shingles, can run around 3,500 to 4,000 pounds, give or take. That's a lot of weight, and you've got to do that by hand. So why wouldn't you want a really good tool to do that? The Malco Shingle Beast is a really good tool to help you do that. It's like 5 pry bars in one. It's got 5 extra long teeth to help you dig under those shingles. It's got some pretty aggressive short teeth to help you get those roofing nails out. And it'll just make the job go a little bit simpler, a little bit faster, and a little faster means a little less strain on your back. It's got 3 position settings as well, so you can adjust that to whatever angle might be most comfortable for you. Again, you've got to do the job kind of by hand, but you might as well have a good tool to help you out. This thing is about 7 pounds, so it's not going to add a whole lot of weight to your load. It's worth taking a look at on Toolbarn.com if there's a roofing job in your future. You know, I don't know how many times I told my kids when they were growing up to be careful when they were doing something like riding a bike or climbing a jungle gym, and their response to me was, "Oh, Dad, nothing is going to happen." Well, that's kind of the definition of an accident. Something happens that you don't expect. And that's really true when it comes to roofing or working in any other kind of a job where you're working above the ground. You don't expect to fall, but it can happen. That's why fall protection is so important. Now listen, between 1992 and 2009, there were 2,200 fall-related deaths in the roofing industry. That's, you know, maybe not a ton of people over that period of time, but if you're one of them, it's a big deal. That doesn't count the injuries, right, and all the hardship on the families that resulted from that. So fall protection is critical when you're working on a roof or above the ground in any kind of an environment. You should really wear fall protection. And 3M has a kit that will provide you that fall protection at a really reasonable price. It all comes in this convenient bucket. You can put everything in this bucket so you've got it right at hand, but it includes a roof anchor, which is reusable, roof anchor. It includes a 50-foot synthetic lifeline, which attaches, of course, to the whole system. 50 feet, so you've got a little room to move around above the ground when you're working. It's got a rope brake, so that if you fall, this brake helps arrest the fall. It locks onto the rope. It's got a lanyard that is good for one use. Now look, when you fall, this thing connects to the whole contraption. This connects directly to the body harness, which I'll show you in a second. But when you fall, this all pulls apart and it helps to arrest that fall. It kind of breaks the momentum of the fall, and that's a good thing. And it's got a full body harness, which connects to this whole system. Now look, all these things fit in this bucket, so you can keep everything right at hand, and I'll tell you what, it's very reasonably priced. There's no reason to be working on a roof or above the ground without fall protection. One fall is all it takes to pretty much destroy your life. You can get very badly injured, even from short falls, but especially from a fall on a roof or another above ground situation. So take some time, it's well worth it to provide yourself with proper fall protection. You can find all this at Toolbarn.com. Like I say, very reasonably priced, very much worth the effort. Hey, I promised you that we would talk nailers, and we're going to do that right now with Joel Jansen from Hitachi. Joel has brought with us the industry standard in roofing nailers. So Joel, tell us a little bit about this thing.
That's right, this is the Hitachi NV45 AB2 roofing nailer. This shoots anything from 7/8 up to 1 3/4 wire collated roofing nails. It's convenient to use. It's got an easy side load right here that you just pop the nails in, adjust your depth here depending on the length of nail that you're using, close it up, and you're ready to go.
Cool. Now how comfortable, how easy is it for somebody to use who's up on a roof all day doing shingling work?
It's really designed for the guy that is up on the roof all day. I mean, it's very durable. It's all metal housing, which helps, you know, prolong the life of the tool, protect it against abuse. It's got these rubber pads on the side as well,
Right.
which add to the durability, help protect the body of the tool, but it also helps keep the tool in place when you're on an angled roof and it won't fall off.
And you know, it feels kind of surprisingly light to me anyway. I'm not an expert in nailies, but this feels like it's got pretty good balance and you know, fairly lightweight to use.
Absolutely. It's only 5.5 pounds, so very lightweight, easy to keep in your hand all day when you're up on the roof. We've added this rubber grip as well, which adds to the comfort while you're using the tool.
So good durability, good comfort. Shows how this thing works.
Sure. It's pretty easy. You can alternate between sequential fire and continuous fire, and you do that just by pulling on the trigger, or you can depress it first and then pull the trigger.
Oh, cool. Cool, I like that. You know, I did a couple of roofs with my neighbor many years ago with a hammer, and we did it the old-fashioned way. I wish we'd had this, and you know, I may try to sneak one of these out of here someday. So, hey, thanks for being with us, Joel. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'll tell you what, if you're interested in this or in any of the other products that you've seen today, go to toolbarn.com. There's a great selection of these tools and a lot of other things that you may find very useful. So thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you again.